The book 34 Miracles of Jesus, written by Fr.Kalathil Mathew Msfs. Miracle 25. Jesus heals a man with dropsy. Luke 14:1-6. This is another healing miracle which is recorded only in the Gospel of Luke. The purposes of this miracle too are to establish the kingdom of God, to express the mercy of God, and healing the needy. The Pharisees were angry at each and every one of the miracles done by Jesus. The people are made aware of the blunders, lack of mercy, and powerlessness of the Pharisees. So they expressed more opposition to Jesus. This passage continues with the note of opposition on which chapter 13 concluded. For God's eschatological banquet, to which all the elect and non-elect are invited. This story is unique to Luke. This is the last healing done on Sabbath. Background of this healing is a participation of Jesus in a meal at a house. On one occasion when Jesus was going to the house of a leader of the Pharisees to eat a meal on the Sabbath, they were watching him closely. Jesus is the host and we are the guests. The Pharisees had invited some guests. They invited great friends, the scribes and other Pharisees. The poor, the unclean, the crippled and the sick persons were not invited. The people affected by dropsy are considered unclean. The scribes and the Pharisees had no contact with unclean people. They do not like them and keep away from them. Moreover, such people have no permission to appear in public places. In Christian life too, we keep some people away. We avoid them, consider untouchable. We show contempt for them and we do not invite them to our circle of celebration. Do we invite the poor, sick, widows or couples who have no children, etc., to betrothal, marriage, first Holy Communion or any other celebration or gathering? We spend so much of money for these functions, inviting the rich people even in this season of pandemic COVID-19. It is just to show others our pomp, money, wealth and positions for a day. It has no meaning in our Christian life. There we become like the Pharisees and the scribes. It is a failure of our life if we do not help the poor, downtrodden, sick and the needy. We must be model of love, mercy and compassion. Dropsy or edema, the disease whereby the body retains too much fluid with attendant problems of swelling and poor blood circulation, is known in Western societies where it is caused by excessive sodium consumption. Verse 2. Just then, in front of him there was a man who had edema or dropsy. And Jesus asked the lawyers and the Pharisees, is it lawful to cure people on the Sabbath or not? But they were silent. So Jesus took him and healed him and sent him away. Luke 14:2-4. It is true that all were carefully listening at Jesus. Since Jesus had a previous experience of opposition from the Pharisees, he was careful about the healing on the Sabbath. Jesus asked them a question before they put a question to him. The Pharisees could not answer Jesus. They kept silence. Jesus brought the kingdom of God to the man by healing him. Nobody liked the people with dropsy. Jesus comes to the unclean and healed him of the dropsy and sent him away. This again shows himself to be the Lord of the Sabbath, who champions works of compassion on the Sabbath. Do we go near to Jesus often in our life? We must see Jesus in our life. If Jesus sees us, then we are changed. There will be more occasions that Jesus and we meet each other. We must create such grace peaceful occasions. Then he said to them, if one of you has a child or an ox that has fallen into a well, will you not immediately pull it out on a Sabbath day? And they could not reply to this. Jesus gives them an example in order to rectify the wrong justification. Here too they were not able to answer the question. God wills the prosperity of people, so he teaches them this principle of life. Thus Jesus proved that he is the Lord of Sabbath. Mission of mercy is to be given the first place in our life. We must show and share to others the mercy and love of God. O Lord, help me to have my mind focused on you, knowing that you are the author, the strength and the submit of my life.